Great to be here. Thank you for having me, the orchestra. And actually, before we start, I like the idea of coming to be with the community for a whole week, and not just to pop in for one concert, which it's normally what I do. So to come here a week before and to meet kids, to share this book, to meet the college students, to play a recital, it's really, really nice. And I find it to be much more meaningful for me as an artist, that when I leave in a week, I actually get to know the community in a much better way. I did try also to squeeze a visit to Minneapolis to watch the Timberwolves, but we couldn't get tickets. But I would have loved to do that. In any case, so this book, A Cello Named Pablo, came about a few years ago. Pablo Casals, who was really the Michael Jordan of cellists, played on this cello. It was his beloved cello, and he passed away before I was born, but his widow is still alive, and in 2012 I got to play for her, and she handed me that cello for what was supposed to be a year and ended up being 6 years. And with that cello, she told me to go and to find my voice. And the review said that the great maestro Pablo Casals stayed after the concert in Duluth for an hour and a half to speak to every audience member who came to the concert. And you have to understand that in 1918, Pablo Casals was the Beatles of the time. So if you compare him to Yo-Yo Ma, to any great artists of today, it's not possible, and they don't do that. A, they don't stop in small towns, and B, they don't speak to every member of the audience. So that was for me the biggest lesson maybe from Pablo Casals, and the biggest find for my own voice, to try to establish that, to be available to the community, and not just to play the cello and to go away. And then I thought, how can I do that also with you guys, who are losing concentration when I how can I exactly do that? Talk to kids and engage with kids with the cello, so they understand the history of that particular cello, but also feel the sound of the cello.